uterus is an immunoprivileged organ. What does that mean in lay language? The uterus will allow implantation of your own embryo in the womb as easily as it would allow an embryo made out of somebody else's eggs or somebody else's sperms. That's because the uterus does not distinguish between its own or from somebody else. The body is completely different. Your blood cannot be injected into somebody else just as it is. Things have to match. If somebody needs a kidney transplant, he or she will have to get a donor who has been matched before, because the body's inherent immunity does not allow foreign objects to implant in the body so easily, except for the uterus. So, when we say that immune factors are also an important player in uterus' ability or inability to hold a pregnancy, it appeals to our senses. Yes, there could be the one-off case where the uterus is very actively immune as opposed to most uteruses, and is therefore not allowing the embryo to settle down or grow properly. Because the embryo, as you know, contains the sperm, and the sperm comes from somebody else. So maybe the uterus is highly immunogenic, it's reacting to the embryo because it's made out of proteins which have come from somebody else, and that's why the pregnancy is not continuing. This thought is the basis for immunotherapy for people who fail conventional treatments. What do we try to do? We try and reduce the immune reaction of the uterus, make it more susceptible to the transfers carried out when we are taking somebody else's eggs or sperms, or sometimes even when the self embryos are being put back in a womb. We use immunosuppressant agents, which could possibly make the immunity of the uterus even lower. This is highly controversial because there is no proof to say that the uterus is extra immunogenic in some cases and less immunogenic in other cases. For all that you know, the uterus does not have any immunity. But the thought is so appealing that people do keep trying out various combinations and permutations to see if some sort of an immunosuppressant therapy can help us continue the pregnancy longer and make her give birth in women who have failed to get pregnant or give birth in a large number of cases. We can think about this, but only as a backup plan and never as the first cause of failure in an IVF cycle.